we started off a little rough. We started off a little slow. We definitely got to get that in tuned, and just towards the end of the game, we picked it up a little bit, but we got to start off a lot faster. Overall, the offense did all right, but yeah, that's not my expectation.
What did you see from the various quarterbacks that were on?
I saw a lot of good things. A couple young quarterbacks stepping up. Javance did a couple really good things that I saw today, and yeah.
And you guys obviously had a good opportunity to run the football, and was successful that way. But what does that do for you in the passing game when they're able to get the yards they're able to get?
Oh, it opens it up totally. Yeah, it opens up the whole passing game. The running game makes more people come in the box, allows me to get one-on-one matchups and other receivers to get one-on-one matchups and just dominate up top.
Now, how do you think that this prepared the team to be points that first game?
It prepared us greatly, yeah. It's great to be in the stadium, great to be around some fans, be around this atmosphere. So I think we got 3 more weeks for sure, and we're going to do everything we can to be fully prepared and to go out and dominate from the first quarter on to the fourth.
Chris, what would you say is the comfort level of the new defense this year? You've obviously been here before. You have a lot of new corners that have come in, but it's a brand new defense as well.
For me personally, I feel like the comfort level I'm already at. I feel like I'm real comfortable with the defense as a whole. You know what I mean? As far as my job and even like some of the safeties, I could give them some tips too. As a whole, I feel like our defense is really coming together these last few weeks, especially like with the final transfers coming in throughout fall camp. I feel like we just all putting everything together. Everybody's learning the plays. Obviously, we have the whole menu right now. Once we start week to week, we'll have more of a game plan with a lot less calls than we ran, or that we usually run. Excuse me. But yeah, so I feel like we're really comfortable.
Can you tell us about the interception and what you saw there?
The interception I had, it was real early. We were just in one of our base coverages, and it turned into a scramble drill. And we're taught, Coach Shumler always preaches, scramble equals plaster to the nearest receiver. So that's basically what happened. I think it was on a running back that was split out. It might have been Coop. But yeah, Danny, he rolled out, threw the ball, and just made a play on the ball.
Just that last play of the game where they were kind of get by you. I guess is it nice that it happened now?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely nice. Glad that it happened now compared to obviously later in a few weeks, maybe a month. But that was just a bad mental mistake for me. I was just being greedy, ball chasing. I should have just played. It's 10 seconds left in the game. They need a field goal. I should have just played more conservative. But yeah, it was a selfish play of me, and I don't expect that to come out of me when the season starts.
And we mentioned the challenge that the defense had. It was a good thing that the offense was running. But that was an issue last year. I mean, is there any, residual effects from that, or how do you guys turn around and tackling and making sure that the teams don't run the ball because they really want to keep it away from the offense?
Right. As far as our defense stopping the run this year, I feel like between the players we picked up in the portal and some of the new scheme we got, we kind of run with the extra. Sometimes we have an extra D lineman in there. We kind of have more people in the box. Kind of like how the opposite of Baylin said, at the start, it was like everything was going good. There wasn't very many completions. They weren't running the ball very well unless it was a great play by the running back. Towards the end, we just have to keep that up. At the end of the game, they were just pounding the run. Lucky he had a few great drives in them. And, we just have to stop things like that from happening, just have to keep our foot on the gas.
Sorry, is it hard to read too much into a scrimmage when you have so many different people substituting, especially in the front end of the defense? Can you kind of talk about the front end of the defense and all the different players who are in and out and what sort of things you're working on?
Yeah, I feel like all that subbing is pretty realistic because obviously everybody on defense isn't built the same and they don't have the same amount of stamina. The guys on the D-line are 300 pounds, 6'5", so they can't stay out there and play a whole long 12-play drive themselves. So all the rotating, obviously, was a little more exaggerated today, trying to get everybody a good amount of reps, but it's very similar to in a game sense, especially if the offense changes personnel, the defense is going to change personnel as well, trying to keep the freshest bodies out there.
So you got a game coming up in 20 days. Where are you in the journey towards being prepared for that?
I say we're not too far from where we need to be, but we're definitely not satisfied with where we are now. We still have I say a long way to go, just as far as like developing relationships with the team, kind of coming together as a brotherhood instead of just everyone doing their job, being able to help your brother out if he doesn't know what he's doing. Same thing with the offense. Defense and offense kind of battle every day, and it kind of has a negative connotation. Like it's hard to be really friendly when you're going at it every day. So we just have to, at the end of the day, we're all brothers and we're all trying to get each other better. So by the time the game comes, we should all have developed a great relationship by then.
And when people talk about Aztec Fast, most times it seems like they talk about the offense. But how because the defense was out there swarming today.
Yeah.
So how do you guys on the defensive side embody Aztec Fast?
Basically, I've been here since my freshman year, and one of the main things we talked about was really that like effort is going to be talent every day of the week. Like in Aztec history, we're never the most talented team on the field. We don't have all the 5 stars and the 4 stars or whatever. But the thing about us is we're relentless players, and we're going to get to the ball. So like if a person misses a tackle, it's not a problem because the 10 other brothers is sprinting to the ball like everybody trying to make the play. So yeah, you could kind of say Aztec Fast is on the defense too, but it's really not anything new to me and some of the other vets that are here because we've been trained like since we've been here, like get to the ball, we playing to the whistle, all that.
Baylin, how would you assess kind of the difference in Aztec Fast from spring to fall?
Yeah, it's totally different. We picked up the pace. Like practice, we started off in the spring running a few plays at a time, 4 or 5 plays. Now we've been getting to 8, 9 plays, and that just really builds our stamina and allows us to go out there and like dominate other defenses when we come up and play these teams in the fall. And so yeah.
Do you think summer conditioning and play a big
Oh,
factor
for
in
sure.
being able to do that?
For sure, yeah. We had a hard summer conditioning, a lot of hard sprints, a lot of weights. Yeah, definitely.
I have a question for both of you guys. How do you feel about the physicality level out there today? I'm sure after all these months, you guys are ready to hit somebody, an opposing team's player.
I'll say from a defensive perspective, it's still kind of like there's still a limit on it, because like you have a guy lined up, at the end of the day, all these guys are our brothers. We're not trying to take nobody out the game or really induce pain on another person. But as far as like intensity of it, like we're definitely going 100% trying to get the guy with the ball down. But yeah, like I said, we're not out there trying to, hurt anybody.
Yeah, I feel like it's great. It's great to feel somebody hit me actually full speed. It just really gets me in the football mode. So as soon as that first play comes and I get to put hands on somebody or I get checked a little bit, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
One final question, can you both answer it? What did the coach tell you all at the midfield after the scrimmage was over? Did he any message there overall that you can share?
The message I got from it is basically just, the job's not finished. Like, we had a great day, great competition, but like we've all been talking about, we're still a good amount of ways from week 1, and we're nowhere near we need to be prepared for that, and so on weeks coming. So, yeah, he basically just said, today was a great competition day, just another day of practice, and you just keep continuing that fire throughout camp.
Yeah, Chris really touched on it all. Coaches came up and said, we're almost there, but we're definitely not there yet. So he's just stressing that we need to go and go really balls to the wall these last 3 weeks and just get the most out of it so we can come in and dominate.